Here we have for sale our 2018 on a 68 plate Ford Transit Custom. This is the 280 model, meaning it's got a 2.8 tons gross vehicle weight. This one comes with the 2-litre EcoBlue diesel Euro 6 engine, and in this particular van producing 170 PS, roughly 170 brake horsepower from factory. And this is the short wheelbase or L1 limited panel van with the automatic gearbox, which is extremely rare. What we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Transit Custom Limited of this age. There's also some really nice factory optional extras on this particular example, and of course some bits which have been added afterwards, which we'll talk you through as well. We'll have a look in detail at the condition and also the service history, seeing as it is currently available for sale at the time of recording. So starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one is spec'd with rear barn doors. So barn doors are two doors which open like so. The other option which you can get is a tailgate, which is more of one door which goes up like that. On a limited, you get a number of elements which come color coded. That includes the door handles all round, these trims down the side of the vehicle here, of course the bumpers, so rear bumper, front bumper, and also the mirror caps and things like this trim here above the rear number plate really adds a premium feel to the vehicle. We can start by looking at some of the bits which have been added then, and you can see we've got the nice rear spoiler there, which ties in with the rest of the styling, giving it a really sporty look. And you've also got a set of black roof bars, black side bars, and we'll come on to the alloy wheels in just a minute. Also then, at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one comes with rear parking sensors. You also get front parking sensors on limited as well. And then this brings us on to the first factory optional extra, and that is the reversing camera. Really nice to see that on the back of this van. In terms of condition then, we'll have a really good look here, as I say, in the reflections that you can see in the rear of the vehicle. And these are the sorts of angles that I like to show because it's just a little bit more of a dynamic angle than what you would get in, say, photos. But it must be said, hopefully the camera is conveying this accurately. It looks very, very clean and tidy indeed. Looking at the rear bumper as well, very much free from marks, scuffs, dents. Very, very nice. Let's open up the rear of the vehicle then. Let's have a look inside the back. So when you open up the rear doors, you've got this little yellow arm just here. If you give that a pull, that clips into place there against the rear door, and that allows you then to open the door up to its full 180-degree position, and that then gives you maximum accessibility into the back of the van. And of course you can do exactly the same with the other door as well. And this van, I remember when it came in, and it just striking me how clean and tidy this was in the back. Absolutely stunning condition. You can see here, looking at the bulkhead, that's the factory fitted bulkhead. It almost looks like it's been out of the van. It is absolutely in brilliant condition. And also here, just looking at these rear doors, having a look at the sort of painted areas here of the rear doors, absolutely fabulous condition, and absolute credit to its previous owner and how they have looked after it. It would certainly make our job very easy if they all came in this sort of condition. Very, very nice. Even things like around the rear striker here, just how clean and tidy it is. It is very, very nice indeed. Full ply lining, of course, in the back of the van, and that is there to give you protection from any outward dents. So if you've got cargo moving around here in the back of the van, it's not going to cause a nasty outward dent in the side of your vehicle. We can see there's plenty of tie-down points in the back of the van as well. They're dotted around all over the inside of the rear here, above the arches, bottom of the bulkhead. And that, of course, is there to tie down any cargo. And you've also got the fantastic hard-wearing plastic floor there as well, which is brilliant for keeping the van nice and clean. I really do hope that whoever buys this keeps it in that condition, because that is so hard to find on a van of this age. Now, looking at the alloy wheels, 20-inch caliber T-Sport gloss black alloy wheels. These are fully load rated with load rated tyres. These are absolutely brand new, so you don't need to worry about any curbing marks or tread on the tyres. These are absolutely brand new, really do set the van off very, very nicely. Now the worst mark on this vehicle is this one just here. So it has been touched in the correct colour, so it's not massively noticeable, but you can see there compared to my finger there just how long that scratch is, and I say that is the worst mark that I have seen on it. I can just see here above as well, there are two stone chips just there as well. Again, they have been touched in the correct colour, but I will point out anything that I can see on the vehicle. And you can see here down the driver's side, and again, looking in those reflections, looking for any dents or ripples or anything like that, looking very smart indeed. Just go from a slightly different angle over here. There's a tiny little pin dent just there above my finger. You probably won't even see that in the camera, but very, very small. But overall, as I'm sure you'll agree, an absolutely gorgeous looking van. Mirror cap on this side in lovely order. If we open up the driver's door, then we can start to have a look inside here. So first thing that strikes me here, again, just how clean and tidy that step is for the entrance. This is the correct placement for the toolkit behind that little door just there. Having a look at the driver's door card then, again in very good condition for its age and mileage. Up on top of the driver's door then we can start to have a look at some specs. We've got electric windows, we've got electric folding mirrors, and that's how those are operated, just by pulling that dial back towards you like so, and you can fold those in and out as you wish. Auto activated lights, auto activated wipers as well. We've got 2 full remote keys with the vehicle, and if we look here, leather multifunctioning steering wheel, no excessive wear to the top of the steering wheel, which is always very nice to see. And this brings us on then to some more optional extras on this van. Now, this is a very rare optional extra to see on a limited, and that is the adaptive cruise control. So you can just see this little symbol here that allows you to set the distance to the car that you are following, or the vehicle that you're following, using that, which is very, very nice. So you can set your cruise control to 70 miles an hour on the motorway. If the traffic starts to slow down to 60 miles an hour, it will automatically keep a safe distance for you and bring you down to that speed. You've also got lane departure warning there as well. Again, that would be an optional extra. Possibly would come as a pack with the adaptive cruise control, but as I say, a couple of nice optional extras to see there. Up on top of the dashboard then, you can see we've got a 12-volt socket. You've also got a USB point. I've got my phone plugged in there, and I'll show you why in just a second. But condition as well to the top of the dashboard, very, very nice indeed. Looking at the driver's seat, again, there's no excessive wear here to the edge of the driver's seat. You've got height adjustability here of the whole seat, and this is height adjustability for the front of the seat, or what they call thigh adjustment, so up and down just there. Driver's armrest, you can set that to your desired height, because that is on a ratchet. If you look at the floor here, absolutely fantastic condition to the floor. Being an automatic, it's very common for people to rest their heel in this sort of area here, and causing a bit of a dent or even sometimes a hole. Again, an absolute credit to its previous owner and how they have looked after this van for its age. So if I show you the mileage, but just there in the top left of the screen, 52,690 miles. And having this, as I say, adaptive cruise control, it does actually give you the nicest screen up there. So as I say, it'll show you there the distance to vehicles in front, etc. Looking into the centre then, one of the biggest selling points for the Transit Custom Limited of this age, and that is the Sync 3 screen that you can see here. This of course gives you Apple CarPlay, which is what is displayed on the screen at the moment. You also get Android Auto, but it is just such a brilliant system. You can listen to your podcasts, you can navigate via Apple Maps or Google Maps or Waze, however you'd like to do it, all off the screen there as you would on your phone. Once you go to a vehicle with this, it's very difficult to go back. That is how good it is. Heated front seats, heated wing mirrors, heated windscreen and air conditioning. All of that comes completely as standard on the Transit Custom Limited. We've also got another 12-volt socket and another USB point just there. And as I mentioned a bit earlier in the video, the automatic gearbox. Just before we leave the cab here then, nice fold down work tray in the middle, a couple of cup holders and somewhere to store your paperwork. We'll come around to the other side there where we've got the service history in just a second. Finally then, actually another optional extra on this particular van, I almost forgot about it, and that is, you can just see there in the glass with it'll focus, you can see this little symbol here, that is actually a light. So it's a little orange light which comes on. That is a blind spot indicator. Very, very handy in vans actually, because you can get a bit of a blind spot in panel vans, especially like this where you haven't got side windows. So really, really nice to have that built in to the van as the final factory optional extra. Looking here then at the front of the vehicle then, the Limited does come with these lovely headlights with the brilliant LED daytime running light around the outside, and you can see this one then has had some nice upgrades to the front. So you've got the Ford Trail front grille, we've also got a nice front splitter on here as well, which sets it off very nicely. As I say, you've got the colour-coded front bumper, which comes as standard, also front parking sensors and front fog lights. And those front fog lights do act as cornering lights, so as you're going around corners, it will illuminate the corner to aid you there. Few stone chips to the bonnet, as to be expected on certainly an age and mileage of a vehicle like this. Not excessive, but as I say, certainly worth mentioning. Sorry if the camera went out of focus there slightly. Hopefully that brings it back now. Looking at the windscreen then, looking for any chips or cracks. All looking very good indeed. Finally then, looking down the passenger side of the vehicle here, I say looking in those reflections, I say looking for any pin dents or ripples or scratches, anything along those lines. There's a couple of very minor marks just here, if you can see that above my thumb just there. All in all, looking very nice and very, very light. Oh, it's actually come off, it might be in a bit of polish. Looking very smart indeed. If we open up the passenger door, then we can show you in here and also the service history. So looking at the passenger door card, all in good order. Same with the step from this side. Moving this mat out the way, the flooring there, all in fantastic condition as well. And as I say, the service history. So we have got evidence of 3 Ford services which have been carried out in 2020, 2021, and then finally, as you can see here on the printout, 2022, most recently then at 46,537 miles. So an absolutely brilliant, documented, evidenced Ford service history. Lovely to see that. If we open up the side loading door, this gives you a final sort of another aspect then of the load space from this side. Absolutely brilliant condition, as I say, of this bulkhead. Very, very good indeed. You have got the load through hatch as well, so you can pick that up, and that allows you to load longer items through underneath the passenger seats. Brilliant condition. And just to summarize this van then, so it's a 2018 on a 68 plate Ford Transit Custom Limited. It's the 170 automatic van, which is, as I say, exceptionally rare, finished in moondust silver. Brilliant styling kit all around the vehicle. So you've got the front splitter, the Ford Trail front grille, you've got the Caliber 20-inch alloy wheels in gloss black, you've got the side bars, roof bars, rear spoiler. On top of that, a brilliant factory spec, of course, as you would get with any limited Transit Custom, but this one has also got things like the reversing camera, the adaptive cruise control, the blind spot indicators, and the lane departure assist as well. So a very, very comprehensive spec on this vehicle, and then you accompany that with the service history. Certainly makes it very attractive and quite a rare opportunity here at Bridgend Van Centre. First time I've done this outro actually on our new signs. If anyone's used to watching our videos, you'll notice that these are new signs for us, a bit clearer. But anyway, you can find the full advert for this video on our website, which is listed there nice and clearly at the bottom of the middle of the sign, bridgendvans.co.uk. This is where you'll find the price, the photography, and of course the description of the vehicle. We will welcome inquiries as well on either of those numbers listed there at the bottom left of the sign. We can arrange delivery nationwide. We can also take cars or vans in part exchange, and we can arrange finance at very competitive rates. Thank you very much for watching.